What is up, my dudes? We're back with the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 Spring 2020 tournament. This is still the preseason, so this game doesn't count for anything. And these team names don't look correct at all. AMZN Deep Divers, that was a team from last year. I'm sure some of the players from that team are currently on this new team. Officially, they're listed as high on Tangoes. I don't know what that has to do with AMZN, but maybe there's a pun there I'm missing. And we have Harambe and the 4-year-old boys, which I also don't think is the official team name. Let me look this one up real quick. I think that let's see. They're just called Raytheon. It's a defense contractor company. That's all I can say. The Raytheon company is a major US defense contractor, an industrial corporation with core manufacturing concentrations in weapons and military and commercial electronics. Interesting. And it was previously involved in corporate and special mission aircraft until early 2007. But for now, we're going to call them Harambe and the 4-year-old boys. So we'll see. I don't see any player names for some fucking reason. Who fucking knows? Dota 2 is an indie game, so we'll go with that for now. Anyway, let's dive into the draft. AMZN already using some of their reserve time. They're gonna ban out the Spirit boys. Those are the 4-year-old boys, right? The Void Spirit, the Earth Spirit, Storm, and Ember. Quite interesting bans there. I think Void Spirit probably makes sense, but I don't know about Earth Spirit. Alright, they're gonna ban Slack. They're gonna ban Ember. What a shame. Cool. We'll see how this goes. Snapfire and Doom banned out by Harambe and the 4-year-old boys. So I feel like Doom's probably fallen off a little bit since last patch. What did they even change about him? Nope, that's last game. That's Microsoft versus there's some spoilers right there. Just don't rewind the video. Okay. Scorched Earth move speed reduction. Devour regen reduction, but not by a whole lot. I think Doom seems like he's probably still a good hero, so I'll go with it. Batrider banned out. Oh, wait! The player name's loaded. It's back! I don't recognize any of these names, though, so, interesting. I'm gonna open with Lich. I think I said in the previous match I casted. I think Lich kind of has fallen off a little bit ever since they changed Mangoes to heal 125, 110 instead of 125. So RIP Mangoes. It's just like when you buy 12 Mangoes, that 15 difference goes a long way. That's like 2 extra Frost Blasts. Oh, first pick Pango. Let's see what the matchup is. I like Pango as an early pick. You can play him 2, 3, and 4. So keep it nice and flexible. Good stuff. If it is the 3 position, he's going to have to contend with the Lich, which is pretty painful. If it's a 4 position, you can just trade with the Lich and you don't have to worry too much about getting farm. But they're going to go with Rubik, so I think this is going to be the offlane duo. Rubik is a great block pick against Pango too, because you don't want to let Rubik steal your Rolling Thunder. I've been seeing more and more Pangos go for the Rolling Thunder duration at level 15, plus 4 seconds, so it increases Rolling Thunder's duration by 50%. And the trade-off is you don't get that 2-second cooldown with Shield Crash. But I mean, if you're not up against Rubik, that's pretty worth. It's longer than the Rage. You can keep rolling, the Rage runs out, and then you just keep rolling. You get that life stealer. I think this is a pretty good matchup for Pangolier, actually. You just spam the Swashbuckle on life stealer, just annoy the shit out of him. You pray to RNGs a bit, you get a nice disarm. I think this is not bad for Pango. So already this like bottom lane matchup decided. I mean, it's still possible that Pango goes mid, but I don't really see it. It's not a bad lane for him, and if you don't have a shit lane as Pango, you're doing pretty well. He's not very good in lane. Slider banned out by Harambe and the 4-year-old boys, and a Razor banned out for Amazon Deep Divers. That makes a lot of sense. You don't want to go up against Razor when you're playing Lifesteal. It's pretty tough. But I did like that they picked Lifestealer in this position, and then they can use the next 2 bans to protect it. We'll see what else they're thinking about. Maybe PL ban?
5 seconds remain.
They do have Lich. The Frost Shield is pretty nice against PL because PL is all physical damage, like right-click physical damage. So maybe Lich isn't really on the table here. They're gonna ban Oracle. I do like that ban a lot because the worst thing is like when you run at someone with rage and then like they just get saved by a false promise, and then oh, I'm out of a rage, and then you just get kited. That being said, Lich Oracle duo sorry, I messed up there. Oracle and Rubik as a duo support does sound a little bit better than Lich and Oracle. So nah, I think this Oracle ban's pretty good. Let's see. You probably want to ban another offlaner. Try to limit their options a bit. Maybe Darkseid? Timbersaw, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, both of these heroes. I don't know, Rubik. I feel like if I'm playing Rubik and there's a Timbersaw in my game, it's great. There's so many good steals. They're all good steals. Maybe not Welling Death, but you're up against Lifestealer. If you're Welling Death, he's gonna lose a giant chunk of his life pool because it's a strength hero.
5 seconds.
I probably wouldn't have banned Timbersaw. I think there's nothing wrong with that. They're gonna go with Winter Wyvern, so nice BKB piercing ultimate against the Lifestealer, so you can just like bait out the rage and then Winter's curse him, and then afterwards rage is over. So I like this pickup a lot, especially you can just also cold embrace people. Great pick all around.
Only 10 seconds.
So if you're Amazon Deep Divers, you probably want like a
5 seconds. Hurry.
I don't know, it's hard. The Rubik makes a lot of options difficult. They're gonna go with Lion, who I think is... yeah, he's okay. The Insta Hex is nice, but now you're just gonna have Rubik steal all your good spells. Rubik makes playing a game really difficult. Can you just imagine the Stolen Finger, how much damage it's gonna do? If Rubik starts building up stacks.
5 seconds remain.
I think I would have liked to see like Tiny could have been really good here. Alright, so Harambe, the 4-year-old boys, let's see what they want to pick next. They're probably going to pick their carry now. Although they don't know who they're up against in the offlane yet, but Lion's not that scary. So they're going to go with Drow Ranger. So you've got the save with the Winter Wyvern. They got multiple saves with the Winter Wyvern. I mean, if I were Harambe and the 4 boys, I'd probably consider going OD last. That would be a nice way to round out their draft. An extra save, a lot of extra damage. Just blow up that Lifestealer.
Hurry.
Well, they could go Viper as well, just getting that the Viper Strike on Lifestealer. He can't really rage out of it. Either option's fine. I think they have like 2 good choices here. Amazon Deep Divers, I don't really know. Centaur looks really good here. Slaughter's Slaughter's banned now. He actually made it through the first phase without being picked at all. They need a reliable way to get on top of the drow. I don't think Lion's going to be expecting to like start any fights for a long time, especially until he gets Blink. Pangoli is also very difficult to deal with. Leshrac? Interesting. Is he going mid? I guess he can use this ban to like protect the Leshrac, but I don't know. This is, I mean, Leshrac also has a lot of good spells to steal for Rubik. Like, if you get Split Earth, like, I think the game's just over. If you can steal Split Earth, like, you've lost. This Leshrac's gonna have to be really careful. Who do you want to ban as well? Because like, I do think Lesh could probably beat OD in lane, and OD can't flash farm anymore now that Arcane Orb no longer does damage. And Nyx ban, they didn't really have room for Nyx in their draft. I think that was a bit of a wasted ban. I guess Winter Wyvern could go mid, and then that's like something that can happen. Some long range hero against Lesh, and pick up that plus 60 damage, become a turret with the Drow Ranger, and then put Nyx Assassin as a 4. Okay, I can see it. That's alright, sure. Tidehunter last pick for Amazon Deep Divers, so they're really going all in on this like big teamfight ultimate. They still don't have the best way to get on top of Drow. Like, there's the Lifestealer, sure, but it's just him. Like, he has to go in by himself. No one can really follow up because they're just gonna get multi-shotted. This seems pretty difficult for Amazon Deep Divers. They do have very fast push. If they can win a team fight with Leshrac and Lifestealer, we'll see what Lifestealer decides to build. If it's this like Armlet Deso build, he's gonna be able to melt towers with the Leshrac very quickly. Ursa is gonna come out last, so there's gonna be a mid Drow and a safe lane Ursa. Well, this is pretty good for them because Leshrac, he doesn't really deal that well with like long range heroes in lane. You can like, the lane's gonna go pretty even. I don't think either one of them are gonna get a big advantage, which benefits the Drow really because she just wants to get level 6 and start hitting the jungle. And Ursa against Tide, I mean Tide can reduce your damage, but Fury Swipes doesn't count. I have to give it to Harambe and the 4-year-old boys. I think they've got this one in the bag. It's going to be really tough for Amazon Deep Divers to take this one, I think. Okay, let's dive into the game. With Amazon Deep Divers, we've got Just Pwned on the Lich, Smoky Knowlton on the Tidehunter, got Dumb Pubs on Leshrac, Serial Killer on the Lifestealer, and Smile on the Lion. On the side of Raytheon, aka Harambe and the 4 boys, we've got Astro on the Pangoli. Oh my god, I can't even say that. Wait. Oh, it doesn't have the names. I'm just gonna bring them up. I can't read it while they're walking. It's like I don't even want to try with that. Sorry, dude. Your name's too hard to pronounce. L on the Drow, Smokey the Jaguar on the Rubik, and The hacker? The hacker, I guess? Alright, sure. I don't think this one means anything though. Praladstrikan. Alright, I got nothing. Alright, well, Lestrak's actually faster than Ursa, so that's not going to be a trade they're going to win. I mean, oh, Lich is up here. He's got 3 mangoes. So Shadow Shaman, oh, Lion's going to play position 5, which I, well, I mean, Lich can go top, but he can still buy the boards and be position 5. He's just going to be here because he's more effective against the Ursa. As long as I think Lion gets more farm priority than the Lich, I am okay with this lane setup. But mid lane, it seems like the block is a little bit Leshrac favored. Like the range creep is on his side of the hill. The base damage is a lot higher for Drow because Leshrac's base damage is not great, but he can always use that split earth to secure the range creep. So he's got that going for him. 120 damage at level 1. It's a lot for a level 1 nuke. Stereo Killer versus Astro. I don't think anything too crazy is going to happen here. Rubik with the level 1 Fade Ball, just going to spam that out to make sure Lifestealer misses some last hits. It basically negates the Quelling Blade bonus damage. Top lane. This is where the bloodbath's going to happen. Smoky Knowlton already got 4 stacks of Fury Swipes on him, but not going to be able to continue here. We'll see if Ursa wants to go for Earthshock at level 2. I've been seeing that a lot recently. You just get that nice big jump, and also the slow is quite nice. It's only 10% now, so not that good anymore, but I've definitely been seeing a lot of max Earthshock builds. He's going to go for Fury Swipes at level 2. So none of this Earthshock business, but maybe he'll go for it later. We'll see. I think he might want boots first before he like tries to commit for kills. This is purely for farming. So mid lane, pretty even so far in CS. Drag gets that nice CS under the tower, is pretty difficult. So range creep, so pretty high value there. Pull from the Winter Wyvern. But Ursa, I mean, he's survived the worst of it. Lich is completely out of mana. I don't see him shipping any more mangoes on the way. So, I mean, Lich is essentially neutered in this lane. If he clicks on Lich and sees that he has no mangoes, he should know that he can play pretty aggressively. I like this a lot. Level 1 Gush on, what did you go level 1? The early point in Gush on Tidehunter. I don't think Kraken Shell's going to do a whole lot for you in this lane, so might as well go all out on the offense. So Dump Hubs and L still keeping up on farm in the middle. Drow got the illusion rune, so it should help her last hit significantly better. Oh, there you go. Misses the range creep, unfortunately. So it looks like Lifestealer is going for this Maelstrom first build that a lot of people are going for. So gonna be a bit more farm oriented than fight oriented. It kind of makes sense in this case. They don't have like a natural initiator like a Tiny or an Earth Spirit to like for the Lifestealer to hop in as. So I think this is pretty respectable. Lich. He still hasn't shipped himself any more mana regen, so I think, I mean, he's really not getting the spirit of Lich. You gotta spam those Novas, dude. Oh, Frost Blast. Alright, Astro taking a lot of damage from the Lifestealer here. Oh. Oh. Well, Lich died. He gave up his life for the courier, but that's some like hashtag worth. Now Ursa just gonna be able to run at this Tidehunter because there's not a whole lot he can do. Fury Swipes comes out. There's no more slows. The Splinter Blast isn't gonna catch onto the Tidehunter though. Bit unfortunate there. But Lich is back with a full mana pool. Here we go. He needs to wait till level 3 so he can get that level 2 Frost Blast. It doubles in damage, so very much worth waiting. Save his mana for now. Alright, he's level 3. And Ursa only has 2 Tangoes left. He picked up boots. I don't know, I still think this is kind of a mistake, to be honest. But Ursa is going to struggle a little bit with this lane. 5-minute batteries are coming up. Winter Wyvern is already prepped for it. Looks like he's going for the other one. Frost Shield comes out, and Lich, he does not have a mango to go for the Ursa kill here, but he will get the river rune. Now his telekinesis will stop Lion from being able to get the rune, but now Rubik, he's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have anything left in the tank to help him out. Earth Spike is available in 2 seconds. And, oh, nice disarm. And he gets the salve off. So Rubik's going to be okay. He walks up the hill, cancels the salve with a right click. So good job from Smile here. But he needs to make it out of here. He's got a nice 2-men impale lined up. But can he still get out of here? This is not a swashbuckle in 1 second. If he goes in front and body blocks him, this Lion's in a lot of trouble. Yep, and he goes down. Alright, mid lane, it seems even, but Leshrak's left the lane now, so Drow starting to take over this lane a little bit, and oh, Lich is in so much trouble. He's very dead. Get the courier! Get the courier! One more hit. Oh, L? He might go down here. He can't get the marksmanship shots. Okay, gets the multi-shot and he'll kill. If only he had mangoes, dude. Well, now Tide's in this 1v1, and he definitely cannot match the Ursa at all. 3 points in Fury Swipe, has the point in Earthshock now, so he can just run at... Yeah, there you go. There's the Earthshock. Oh, there's only a 10% slow. The Gush is way more. Good old Lion Taunt there. Alright, well, Lifestealer is level 6 against this level 4 Pango and level 3 Rubik. So, a lot of opportunities for Lifestealer here. He's got phase boots on the way as well, so he should be able to just run down the Rubik coming up. And Tide getting the kill onto the... Oh, getting killed by the Ursa at least. But the Frost Blast takes out Ursa. Oh, I'm getting the names mixed up completely here. So a bit of a bloodbath up here. The hacker being the real winner out of this exchange. Get himself a nice juicy wave of experience while he's at it. But leaves the range creep in range of being denied. So a bit unfortunate. Lesh got a solo kill on Drow? How? She even has a ward. What? And he's not... What is he doing? He should be putting pressure on the tower. Okay. Well, Drow's coming back now. I guess he doesn't have any vision, but he's got a haste now. He can... Yeah, he's gonna go for the Ursa. Ursa... He's salving up. He's running back. This is, I don't have any setup for him. Earthshock comes in with the Enrage. We'll finish off the Tide Hunter. Can he get the alright, he's just gonna run him. No split earth required. But he's taking a lot of damage from the tower. Dump Pubs will get 2 kills for his team up here. And TP back to base. But this is space created for Drow, I suppose. Let's see how net worth's doing. So Leshrak, top of the pack, but I mean Drow's gonna catch up very soon. Pango and Lifesteal are doing surprisingly even, which usually means Pango's doing a pretty good job. And top lane, no one's farming here, everyone's broke. Ursa is a little bit ahead of the Tide Hunter, but Tide can always just go back to the jungle and spam Anchor Smash. Bot lane, Swashbuckler came out to clear the creep wave. The Javelin is done on the Pangolier, and not quite done yet on the Lifestealer. Alright, they've picked out the Drow. also taken the enemy outpost. They need to hold this. It's still 30 seconds on the clock for the 10-minute outpost timing. Ursa is going to Earth Shock forward. Nice impale during the Earth Shock. And a Frost Blast to slow down the Ursa. That was a weird direction to Sinister Gaze. Leshrac gets another solo kill onto the Drow Ranger, and he's going to be in a bit of trouble here. He's almost got the Winter Weapon. Splinter Blast comes out, but it's not going to be able to bounce onto the enemies. Ursa finally gets the kill on Just Pwned, but he might be in trouble here. The Enrage gets popped. There's no Earth Spike, but Ravage comes out. It's going to clip the Ursa here, and a nice Anchor Smash will finish him off with a right click. Pango with the Rolling Thunder. He's going to get one hit on the Tide, but not going to get too much else. But Drow's here now. But Lifesteal's also showed up. It's a complete bloodbath at top lane. They have the outpost, so Lifesteal TP directly to this fight. And looks like the retreat's going to get sounded. There's no more Ravage. Winter Wyvern's here with level 6 now. So as he can get a curse. Oh, well, Smile is definitely dead here. One shot from the Drow, one kill.
Now that you're dead, I find it easy to respect you.
And a big bloodbath at top. There's only the gold exchange for the lion kill, but there was a lot happening there. But in terms of bounties, it looks like it was 2 for 2, so pretty even overall. I mean, this game's also pretty even, less than 1k gold lead.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
But looks like Deep Divers, they probably want to chill out a bit, wait for High on Tangoes. That's what I'm calling them. High on Tangoes, they probably want to chill out a bit until the next Ravage is up. Oh, stealing the stack too, that's pretty juicy. Keen Optic for the side of Raytheon. I think be pretty nice on the Rubik. He usually wants to go 8th lane, so you could give it to Winter Wyvern as well, just get that little extra cast range on the Winter's Curse. I'm curious to see what this Leshrac is going to do though. He's going BTs first. This is like very Sumail-esque. Pick up that move speed at level 15 and then suddenly you have like max move speed really early on. I do like this build a lot. Maybe he's going to go Kayasha as well. Shock forward from the Ursa and everything's going to whiff. The only thing that hit was the Fade Bolt. Trusty Shovel! This is definitely the best item, dude. I love this item. It's so good. It's just like, alright, I need a salve, or I need a TP because I didn't buy a TP, and then you just get one. It's like, oh. And then when you find a bounty rune, it's like, even better. But Leshrac, he's going to be the main tempo maker for his team. He's going to edict down this tower. He will be able to take that mid tower. No glyph available to defend it. So, finally, he has the space to move to other lanes without feeling too guilty. You just shove in the lane, let it sit here, and then go to another lane to help out. And he's super fast now. 437 move speed, doesn't even have... Yeah, alright, well, he's going to run at the Ursa. He's definitely not going to be able to hit the Earth Spike here. Meanwhile, Rolling Thunder takes out the Tidehunter. So it seems like Leshrac is keen for a fight down here. The creep wave is gonna start to push in now. I mean, top lane, they're pushing in too, but they don't have nearly as much push as the Leshrac. But it seems like they're getting a bit of cold feet. No ward on this cliff area here. It's pretty hotly contested, so it's pretty difficult to get a ward up there. Lion, not quite level 6 yet. He just needs to soak real quick. Just that one C range creep. Oh, not enough. This ward almost got him over. He's so close, 2 experience away from level 6. He should get out of this wave. And then maybe look to smoke up, find a quick Finger of Death pickoff. Preferably on someone high value like Drow or Ursa. Ursa is pretty difficult because you gotta make sure he doesn't get rage off, but they don't have. Yeah, they've got a decent amount of stuns. Like if they can get an Impale into Split Earth, that would be a pretty much guaranteed kill, I would say. Double damage on Lion. Is he gonna go for the plus 90 damage talent? Alright. the hacker, he's in a bit of trouble here. He pops the rage and the open wounds, but the hacker's just gonna walk up the hill, forces the Winter's Curse out. So that's pretty hashtag worth the serial killer. Looks like Leshrax, he's seen the call. It's time to go for the bot tower. There's no Winter's Curse. A great rotation from him. See how it works out. They still don't have any vision here, but neither do the Dire. So this could spell trouble. They do have Ravage as well. If Tide wants to come down here, this would be a pretty good opportunity for them to fight. They're very strong right now. Doesn't activate the Edict, so he doesn't seem like he wants to push yet. And oh, the 15-minute banner runes are coming up. This is getting really excited for a fight for a moment. And Drow just multi-shots the Lich down. Interesting.
I'll take that.
It's got a little bit too bold. Trying to put a ward down here. Alright, well, Lion seems kind of dead. He's not going to be able to dodge it, and the Swashbuckle should finish him off, but mass TP's come in. It looks like he's not interested in that. 3 mana regen taken instead of the Swashbuckle range. It's fine. Split Earth is going to completely miss. Nice Swashbuckle. Gets 2 people on the escape, but now this tower is going to go down for sure. Maybe Glyph comes out. Clumsy net on the Rubik. Mid lane. The Frost Shield comes out to try and buy some time, but it's not enough. So 1-for-1 tower trade. The mid tower definitely a lot more impactful, but they already have the mid tower on the side of high on Tangoes, so not the biggest deal. Tide went Blink Dagger first, so I mean, if he doesn't fight and uses Ravage, it's kind of a wasted opportunity. He could have gotten like a better item. He's had 1 good Ravage this game. He's going to be able to get the deny at bot, but I wonder if they want to go for the bot tower. It seems really scary now that Harambe and the 4 boys have a ward there. Ursa, he's got a basher now. Gus comes out. He can Earth Spike, Earth Shock forward. A Impale comes out. Hex. There's also a Sinister Gaze. A nice Winter's Curse will really disengage here. And the Ravage comes out. Finger of Death onto the Ursa, and he gets blown up. The stolen Ravage from the Rubik would destroy the enemy teams. Oh man. Smokey the Jaguar. That's that was a pretty sick Ravage. I mean, they got the Ursa kill, but was it really worth it? I don't think so. 3k gold lead now for Harambe and the 4 boys. So Pango going next for the Aghanim Scepter. You normally don't see this on off-lane Pangos. You normally see like more aura items because, you know, someone's got to buy them. Drow definitely isn't going to buy them. So this is interesting. We'll see if it works out for them, because their team is going to be pretty squishy other than the Ursa. So this could potentially backfire, but at the same time, like, maybe they just have overwhelming damage output. See, Wyvern went for the 60 damage. I like this a lot. He's got a Drow on his team. He's got a ton of range. Why not? Just go for it. Not going for a Crystallis. I actually would like to see that in this game, but nah, I can also respect. He's got to go for some utility items. He's still a support, and Rubik's not going for any of that stuff. So, all right, sure. I would have liked to see a Crystallis. All right, top lane, Drow. She walks past the ward. They both have. Oh, but they're just. No, there's an Obs ward, but doesn't seem like they're interested in fighting here. They don't have their whole team, and Ravage is not up for 30 seconds, so it's kind of difficult. They also don't have Finger. Yes, it's time to chill out a bit. Nether Shawl on the Leshrac. Ton of magic damage coming out now. even more than usual. And Ursa, he's in a lot of trouble. Sinister Gaze into the split earth, and the Enrage is gone around. He's not able to jump over the cliff with the Earth Shock, but he probably would have died anyway. But hopefully he could have died to the Satyrs and the Ancient Prowlers and not given away any experience or gold. So a bit unfortunate there, not able to jump over the cliff.
Radiant's top tower is being attacked.
Alright, Leshrac, it's time! The cliff came out. Oh, he waited so long for that. Alright, Smoky Knowlton, what do you do? He's just gonna walk up and anchor smash the wave, take it out. Oh, Smoky the Jangler gets taken out by a Lifestealer who was very fast. Guess he kinda just ran at him with an Infest. Going for Heaven's Halberd next, so try and disarm but either the Drow or the Ursa, either one's fine. Alright, well, just Pwn, getting pwned. And Smile also in a bit of trouble here. He gets Winter's Curse, so he's not going to be able to TP out of there. And he is super duper dead. Meanwhile, Astro picks up both of the bounty runes at on the left side of the map. So all 4 bounty runes, oh no, 3 bounty runes go in the way of Harambe and the 4 boys. Swashbuckle to kill the courier too, just for extra style. But that was the Sanj done already, so it's not the biggest deal. Alright, so high on Tangoes, they've got Ravage back up, so I mean, they've probably had it for like 30 seconds now. Alright, nope, he just blinked back, never mind. Imp Claw. Not many good heroes for it. Actually, no, it's pretty good on Tide. Anchor Smash isn't a crit, so you can like crit. Oh, no, Tide should definitely take the Imp Claw.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Faded Brooch. He doesn't need that. He has a blink. Give the Faded Brooch to Lion, or like, Lion's still holding onto a jelly. What's going on here? Rubik with a stolen Frost Blast. He's got his own Nether Shore, so his spells are going to hurt. Look at this, 125 to 172, 150 to 207. That's insane. That's like 33% spell amp. 34%? Plus 34%? So he's got 38% spell amp? What? It's ridiculous. Alright, well, Lion just gets instantly blown up. Frost Shield does not work against multi-shot because Frost Shield only works against right clicks, but multi-shot is not a right click. So, counter plays. Lifestealer forced to rage. Just gonna walk back to the neutral camp and start farming it. Leshrac with a Ghost Scepter and a Yule so he can set up his own kills. Ursa, he's going for the Roche, but there's no vision of this anywhere. So, it seems like he's going to be able to get this for free. Doesn't seem like High on Tangoes knows it all. The scan comes out, but this is... yeah, this is from High on Tangoes and not Harambe and the 4 boys. Drow, Earth Spike, Split, Earth, Finger. Oh, the Manta! No, he fingered the illusion. It's a stolen Ravage. Rubik's. Oh no, okay, that was just the normal Ravage. But Rubik, he already used Spell Steal, so he doesn't have Ravage. All right, well, Rubik also goes down here. Lion buys back immediately. Ursa is in, and he's gonna lose the Aegis pretty quickly to the Train Frost. A Winter's Curse will buy some time. Leshrac does take a big beating. He's got a Ghost Scepter and a Yules, so he's gonna split Earth, and Ursa is just gonna get kited here. So Leshrac with a Ghost Scepter, I don't think he's gonna be able to die here. He pops it now, and Ursa dies twice in a row. Winter Wyvern getting chased down now. Open Wounds comes out on the Winter Wyvern. The Glimmer Cape does save him for some time, but he's just gonna TP out. They don't see him, the hacker with the Great Escape. He's just hacked the enemy team, hacked their lives. Alright, so Winter Wyvern with the Blink Winter's Curse now. We'll be able to disrupt team fights from very far away, but oh man, that almost was a disaster. He fingered the illusion. Ooh. He really wanted that bonus damage. But Blink forward, Gush onto the Drow. She just came back to life. The multi-shot comes out. Leshrac not gonna go for a dual split Earth play. The nice Earth Spike will stop the Pangolier from going into the Rolling Thunder, but he's gonna get it off anyway. He hasn't hit anyone yet, but Leshrac, he's gonna take a lot of damage. He looks like he's gonna get taken out here by the Drow Ranger as he comes down, and Bear gets also taken out here from the Winter Wyvern. Ursa, he's speedy. He's a speedy boy. He's got the Earth Shock. Swashbuckle forward, and Lich, he's definitely really screwed here. I don't see how he's going to get out of here. He's definitely dead. So, big turnaround for Harambe and the 4 boys. This Ag's doing a ton of damage so far. He's going for a Basher. This Pangolier is going for a full glass cannon build. Serial Killer taking a ton of damage from the multi-shot. And gonna have to rage out of here. Rage TP isn't able to grab the rune, unfortunately. It's baiting right in front of him, but I feel like he definitely could have taken it. Maybe just worried about enemy reinforcements, because he had no vision in that area and didn't know it was just the Drow. Abyssal Blade almost done on the Ursa. Actually, yeah, okay, he doesn't quite have enough money for it. Enchanted Quiver for Lifestealer. Yeah, Enchanted Quiver is not a very good item for this game. Maybe they can put it. What is? Lion's got a Fan Brace. Lich has a Keen Optic. Orb of Destruction on Drow. That's gonna be pretty sweet. And almost done with the BKB. Ursa, once he picks up his Abyssal Blade, he's gonna get a lot scarier. Also go for a BKB next. Greater Fairy Fire for the Tide Hunter. Seems okay. I kind of wish he would go Imp Claw though, but that's fine too. He's going for Ags. I haven't seen this item like ever on Tide. I mean, it's a good item. Paladin Sword. This is the item you want on Lifestealer. This is the god tier item. He's going to be very difficult to kill now. Mindbreaker as well on the Pangolier. I mean, you should put it on someone. Winter Wyvern. He's got super long range.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
But Mindbreaker is just a fraction of what it used to be. Only a 1.5 seconds done. Spider Legs on the Ursa. Oh, no, wait. What? Give the Ursa Spider Legs, dude. That's terrifying. He's gonna take the Mindbreaker instead. I don't agree with this. I think the Spider Legs is like super good on Ursa. Just wants to run at you. What else? What does the Radiant have? Get rid of this thing. What the hell? Enchanted Quiver, Titan Sliver. It's okay on Lifesteal. I think the Paladin Sword would be a lot better. I mean, if Tide Hunter wants to be this tank, which it doesn't seem like he is, he's going for Ags and not like aura items. I would see the Titan Sliver being very useful. He's dropped the Greater Fairy Fire on the ground. Harambe and the 4 boys, they see it. Astro, he's like, free fucking Fairy Fire, you fucking idiot. Alright. Swashbuckle, stolen Sinister Gaze, but it's only level 1. And Tide, he's in a lot of trouble here. He might be forced to Ravage. Ursa's coming in. Abyssal Blade gets instantly disabled by the Kraken Shell. Tide Hunter, he's really low now. Oh no, the Pango Rolling Thunder gets stuck. Bayo does end up going down. Serial Killer in a little bit of trouble here. He seems like he's going to be okay. Tide Hunter, he's going to Ravage still. And they're going to go for Astro here. Astro, he's got another Swashbuckle. I don't think they want to commit Ravage just for one hero. dump ups. He is just split pushing in the meantime. He's very fun. Drow's overtaken him since, but this game is still anyone's game. It's still quite close, even though it's a 6k gold advantage for the side of Harambe and the 4 boys. Hex done now on Lestrak. This is a pretty good item on him. Let's get an extra disable. Lion, I feel like his impact has been not great. He's kind of just been picked off the whole time, and he fingered an illusion once, so he's probably pretty tilted to BH. It happens. Alright, Lich with the Enchanted Quiver. Give me that that range bonus attack. Drow with the Crystallis. Oh, she tried to multi-shot the creep at the neutral camp, but didn't get any of it. That's pretty sad. Alright, 30 minutes. We'll see what the Bannerman situation looks like. It looks like it's going to be 2 for 2.
Gold and sweet.
I think Harambe and the 4 boys probably want to wait for the BKB on Ursa. That'd be pretty big. Oh, he took the gush damage, so that's pretty big. 360 gush damage. And Pangli, he's just gonna get fingered. Nice setup from the line here, redeeming himself a little bit. 2 stacks on the Finger of Death now. Interesting skill build he's going for. I normally see 414, just because the level 4 light mana drain is like so much better than literally every other level of it. But Max Hex is fine too. He's just a bit low on mana. Dump Pumps gets solo killed by the Drow Ranger. The multi-shot comes out, gets cancelled by the Ravage, and Rubik gets taken out before the Ravage can get stolen. Winter's Curse to buy some time for the Drow to escape, but Drow, she wants more. She goes for the Gust. Glimmer Cape will save the Lich for some time, but Lifestealer, he's in. Abyssal Blade on top of the Lifestealer, and the Frost Shield buying some time. He's gonna hop inside the Lich, and I think he's gonna get out just fine. Smile might have to give up his life for this, but well worth it if the Lifestealer can make out. But Just Pone, he needs to be careful. This Winter Wyvern has a lot of catch. She can always just Splinter Blast. It's not gonna hit anyone. The Glimmer Cape comes out. And do they know? Blink forward. Lich, he's a speedy boy with the Lifestealer inside, but Ursa is even faster. Got Abyssal Blade in 1 second, but he's not going to be able to make it. So, the nice escape from Great Just Pwned and Smoky Knowlton there. Basher almost done on Pango. He got burst down pretty quickly in the previous life. He wasn't there for the entire fight. So, it could have been a very different outcome if they had the chaos that Pango provides. Rubik now level 15 with the cast range talent plus Aether Lens. His spell steal range is bigger than the Ravage now, so he doesn't need to be in danger of getting ravaged while stealing Ravage. A pretty big upgrade for him. He can play the backline a little bit more now. With a 4-staff as well, it's going to be a bit harder for Lifestealer. Big telekinesis, and he's just going to rage it off. The status resistance doesn't last nearly as long as you would expect a telekinesis to last. BKB almost done on the Ursa, so it's gonna be a big power spike for him. Honestly, I think he should take the Spider Legs with the BKB. That'd be terrifying. It's on the Courier. Please be the Spider Legs. No, it's just 2 Clarities. So Pango is done with the Basher, but he needs money for buyback, so it's going to be a while for him. Gust, multi-shot, Ghost Scepter, it's going to be fine. So Lion, not able to get a blink this game, had to prioritize survival, which seems reasonable. Frostblast stolen by Rubik. So does Ursa want to... It seems like he's not interested in saving for buyback, so he wants to fight now. Maybe he can grab the Aegis, and then you won't need buyback. 4-staff done now on the Drow as well, so a Hurricane Pike well on the way. Also not saving for buyback though. But it'll be a nice way to disengage from the Lifestealer. Lifestealer, he's going to start struggling with sticking on top of targets. Is he looking for an Abyssal Blade next? Alright. He's still a couple hundred, like 1,000 gold off or something like that. I can't do math right now. Tide Hunter with the Guardian Greaves next. I mean, he does have the Vlads, but I still can't believe he has the Paladin Sword. BKB done on Ursa now, and Hurricane Pike also done on Drow, so maybe they want to look to smoke up. Nobody has smoke though. -5 gush armor, so this Axe Scepter doing a lot of work, I guess. It's pretty obnoxious, to be honest. He's just spamming it out. But Tide doesn't have the biggest mana pool. With this build, he is definitely above average. Alright. Tide getting spotted out by the Pangli, gets swashbuckled. The Abyssal Blade comes out, but instantly dispelled by the Kraken Shell. Rolling Thunder comes out, and he got the Shield Crash talent. He is somewhere else now. Didn't grab the Bounty Rune, but Leshrac in a lot of trouble. The Ravage comes out onto 3 heroes, instantly kills the hacker. Drow with the BKB gets popped, but Drow in a lot of trouble. She's just being run out, silenced onto the Leshrac. Is gonna get taken out here. Ghost Scepter will buy the Lion some time. Nice Shield Crash swashbuckle combo, and Drow, she's in a lot of trouble. Lifestealer, he's just getting run out by the Ursa, and Lifestealer also gonna go down here. Maybe Lifestealer running circles. Oh, he's gonna be able to get out of there. Like the Great Escape, but there's no bash. He got the first hit bash. XD. Oh my god, that's definitely a tip moment. Holy crap. Ah, interesting. Ursa's going for Vlad's. There's still a bounty in there. What? Alright, dude. There's bounties everywhere. But a full team wipe for Harambe and the 4 boys, and they're gonna get Roche for this as well. So that was a huge fight for them. They're now 10k gold ahead. Oh, they were so close to getting Drow, but this Lifestealer, he just got zoned out by the Ursa. A good response to the early Lifestealer pick. Tangoes got the spider leg, so he can rolling thunder over cliffs, I guess. But I think I would still prefer to see it on Ursa, to be honest. Drow almost done with the Daedalus. The damage is gonna she's gonna hit even harder than she already did. I'm not sure if you can crit on the bonus damage from marksmanship. I don't know if it counts like towards the normal crit damage.
Under fire.
So 4 staff almost done for Lich. That'd be a big pickup. Lion, he's probably going to have to go 4 staff too. I think Blink is like not really. I mean, Blink could be a game winner, but at this point, I don't know. It's really scary. They don't really have like a front line. You don't want Tide to go in first. He didn't build that way. He didn't build tanky items. Oh, Lich getting blown up. But Ursa popped his BKB for it though, so only 8 seconds now on the BKB. Looks like Bayer's going to be able to make the Great Escape. So is Dumpubs. Oh, Smile. Alright, he's showing up as Bayer, but then like his in-game name is Smile. It's very confusing.
Invisibility.
It's probably some Dota 2 client stuff. My name shows up as Elder in chat rooms for some reason. I haven't been able to fix that for like 5 years. Alright, 13k gold lead now, so it's slowly been building up. They do have the cheese as well on Ursa. Alright, Earth Spike. Ursa jumps forward, gets hexed. Not gonna see too much come out of that. Spamming these gushes to try and clear some waves. I mean, the way this Tide Hunter's built. Oh, Drow, she's gonna pop the smoke. She had an invis rune, right? Yeah, okay. Smile. Gonna be able to dodge the multi-shot, but gonna get taken out instantly by the Ursa Abyssal Blade. And just pwned. Not long for this one either. Blink forward right from the Ursa. He misses everyone with the Earthshock, unfortunately. So just gonna have to back out from now. Serial Killer. He has money for the Abyssal Blade, but he needs to get to the side shop, and he also doesn't have enough money for buyback even if he gets it. So he's in a pretty scary position. Maybe he just like send the courier to the secret shop to buy the Vanguard first, because the Abyssal Blade recipe is like the easy part to get, but you gotta go to the secret shop now to get the Vanguard. So that's pretty dangerous. They needed to retake control of their offlane jungle, but it's scary to come up here. They probably just saw Pango went to take the outpost back. They're gonna lose both outposts for the experience this round, so pretty unfortunate for Amazon Deep Divers. Magic Lamp. Oh, yep, 40 minutes. It's time for the T4 items to start coming out. Timeless Relic on Tidehunter. Oh, well, Smile gets instantly assassinated again. So, 25% bonus debuff duration. We'll see who decides to take it. Ravage would be big, but it's a one-time use. Lion would have more efficacy with it. Just pwned. This is a scary position. He probably wants to just TP out of there now. Come on, dude. This is so clever. Alright, gosh. Him a cape. Alright, he's home free. DD on Ursa. Oh, Abyssal Blade on Serial Killer. He's almost got the money. He should definitely buy the Vanguard now, because he's not going to get too many other opportunities to go to the side secret shop. Unfortunately, this is a siege creep wave, so it's... Are they gonna try and keep it alive? They still have the Aegis. Alright, no, it just ran out. Alright, yep. Ursa's not going for Vlad's anymore. Makes sense. It's too late for our Vlad's. He should definitely go Satanic at this point. The Leveler for Drow. Oh, here we go. This is even better than the Orb of Destruction for buildings. They're gonna push very fast. Timeless Relic also for Harambe the Four Boys. Honestly, is he gonna... Who's gonna take it? Pango's gonna take it? Ah yes, Rubik's gonna take it for sure. 25% debuff duration and 40% debuff amplification. I'm not sure if it's multiplicative or additive, but either way, it's a super long telekinesis, and oh man, if he steals Ravage again, that's just like game over. I'm surprised he hasn't stole anything useful from Less Shackle games, so Dump Pub's doing a pretty good job of protecting Split Earth, because I think Split Earth is definitely one of the best spells to steal in game. Yeah, just spam out. Alright, Lifestealer, he's gonna send his courier on a dangerous mission to the secret shop. We'll see if they catch wind of this. They see the courier. Are they gonna go for it? It seems like they want to go high ground. Abyssal Blade on the Lifestealer, and he's gonna get blown up before. Alright, well, somehow he managed to, he glimmer caped himself out of there. Hops into the Shrek, a big Ravage onto 4 heroes. Angali was already ultied though, and Rubik solved Pulse Nova, so he's not going to be able to steal the Ravage this time. Lifestealer, he's living on a prayer right now, but he's gonna get... No, the Lifesteal, he managed to take out the Ursa. Buyback from the Rubik and the Lifestealer. Panko gets gushed, but a big multi-shot from the back lines does a ton of damage to the Lion. Split Earth onto the Drow Ranger, and Josh is in a bit of trouble. She's gonna try and TP out. Can they get the bash? They got the bash on her. Oh, actually, they just hexed her. But the hacker, he's also gonna go down. So a big turnaround from the side of Amazon Deep Divers here. 21k gold lead still. They're gonna get Astro as well. maybe he's just gonna get hexed. No, nice split earth from the trees. So 19k gold advantage for Harambe and the boys, but they forgot Dump Pulse pushes extremely fast. So they're gonna be able to force some buybacks out here for sure. There's also a DD in the bot room, so we'll see if Lifestealer manages to see it and pick it up. But it doesn't seem like the case. So, alright. Dump Ups, let's see how well you can push. The creep wave is coming. Unfortunately, the edict is mostly over, but they're still gonna be able to get this tower. Alright, there's no Ravage, there's no Finger. Wyvern buys back. There's still a Winter's Curse available. They need to make sure they don't group up together on the escape. Pango also buys back. Rubik will be back in 8 seconds. It's time to sound the retreat. They got the mid tier 2 tower. They could maybe go for the bot one if they were feeling bold, but maybe not going for it. It seems kind of scary. Illusionist Cape for the side of Amazon Deep Divers. They have all their tier 4 items yet. Timeless Relic, Havoc Hammer, Magic Lamp, Illusionist Cape. So Illusionist Cape, not the most useful item for them, so that's a bit unfortunate.
A tithe to the impurities.
Does the leveler work with spells? It seems unclear. Oh well, we won't get to see this game. Prince's Knife now on the side of... wow, they actually managed to turn around. It was a 21k gold lead, and now it's only 9k, so a huge swing going the way of high-end Tangoes. Refresher Orb now done on Tidehunter. The big boy Ravages are coming out, but Lifestealer, he's in a lot of trouble. The Glimmer Cape won't save him this time, and he's down for 125 seconds. No buyback. Oh no, this is really bad for the side of high on Tangoes. This could be game. They have no damage without the Lifestealer. Dump Ups, he's gotta get this one on his own. Can they buy enough time with just the gush spam? It seems pretty tricky. Alright, Leshrac, he's gonna go out of the base to split push, so it's just the mid wave they have to deal with now, and it seems like they might be able to buy enough time for Lifestealer to respawn. They only have to deal with like 3 more waves, so this one that's coming right now through the mid lane, Leshrac, nothing's stopping him. Alright, so let's see how well Harambe and the 4 boys can defend this creep wave. There's no siege creep though. I think Lifestealer is going to be able to come back. At worst, they'll lose a lane of frags. Where's the Tidehunter? He needs to gush this wave down. No, he's getting chased by the Ursa on the backlines, and Lich gets blown up by the Ursa. So big kill for them. Lich buys back instantly. They're gonna get 1 lane of frags at least. The Ravage comes out. The double Ravage comes out. Manages to clip the Rubik before he can steal it, and Drow in a ton of trouble. Ursa ends up going down too, and Drow also dies. They both don't have buyback. Rubik also taken out here. There's 4 heroes wiped out. They're not going to be able to get Astro here, but a huge turnaround, and that was 4v5. Oh, this game just suddenly turned around the other way. I think High on Tangoes can take the throne now. They probably don't know that Drow and Ursa don't have buyback, but I mean, if they see that like no one's buying back, they can just end the game. They have 60 seconds with a level 25 Leshrac. He's got the Diabolic Edict explosions. Lifestealer, he doesn't have BT, so he's gonna have to crawl his way here, but they have a ton of damage here. Split Earth, and Pango is gonna get blown up as well. He's not gonna be able to save himself. That's 125 seconds on the sidelines with no buyback. Smoking on the Jaguar also taken out. He doesn't die back from him as well, and they must know by now. Ursa and Drow, they're not buying back. They must know that they don't have buyback. This game could just very suddenly end. Even if Drow and Ursa come back, I don't think they can take this fight 2v5. Alright, they're gonna play it safe. I think this is... They're probably getting a little bit of cold feet. You know, you just gotta play it safe if you want to win the game. But even then, I don't think this Ursa and Drow can take this fight. And the gold lead is completely disappeared. 1k gold lead now. They're gonna back off. They can't take Megas because they don't have the bot tier 2 yet. But a huge victory for them. Roche is back up. It's an Aghanim Scepter. So, I'd probably put it on the Lesh. Get those free lightning storms out. Are they gonna go for it? They have pretty good vision actually. Lesh is in the pit now. But Lifestealer is not quite there yet. Okay. So, I mean, they still have 50 seconds without the Pangoli. I don't think they can take this fight without Pango. There's a Ravage in 11 seconds. Drow gets the Hex onto the Tidehunter. But Ursa, he's in a lot of trouble. Abyssal Blade comes out with the Earthshock. A Finger of Death will finish him off from half HP. Ursa's down for 100 seconds. Oh no, this is looking like the end of the game. There's no way they can take this back now. They're gonna go for Roche to play it safe, but I don't think they have to. Bot lane pushing in, and Leshrak's just gonna push out bot, and then they can just meet him at the bot T2 once this Aegis is done. Which means they're not gonna get the Ags. They're not gonna put the Ags on Leshrak. I guess Lich is taking it. The AoE Sinister Gaze, it's odd actually. To be, I've tried it once. It was interesting, but yeah, he no longer has the Ags queued up. But this game is suddenly looking incredibly rough, and suddenly it's a 10k advantage the way of the High on Tangoes team. Oh, Harambe and the 4 boys, you guys had this. They're still in the game. It's still very possible for them to win, but I think Ursa's kind of fallen off at this point. He's pretty much capped out on damage. He needs to get... He really needed that Ags. If he had a way to like get out of all this chain CC, he is level 25 as well, so... Bit unfortunate there. Well, Harambe and the 4 boys, they're probably going to make one last stand here, but they're fighting into Aegis and Cheese. Aegis on the Lifestealer, Cheese on the Tidehunter, who has a double Ravage again, so I think Smokey and the Jaguar, it's just going to be on him. Not anywhere close to an Axe, but he's got the Timeless Relic. If he can get a Ravage steal that's big, I could definitely see them taking this fight. All eyes on him. No, he gets Hex straight away. Winter's Curse comes out onto the Leshrak to try and save the Rubik. The Earth Spike from the low ground isn't going to be able to get it. Abyssal Blade on top of the Leshrak. Ravage comes out, and another Ravage comes out as well. Rubik isn't able to steal the Ravage in time. He took the Earth Spike instead, and now there's 3 heroes down. The Drow's also going to fall here, and this game is over. Wyvern buys back, Drow buys back, but they don't really have anything left in the tank. Oh, Pango managed to get buyback. Ursa, he's short of buyback on gold. Telekinesis comes out on the Lion, and double 4 stuff. We'll save the Rubik for now. He steals Rage as well, which will be pretty useful for staying alive, but seems like they're going to be able to drive back High on Tangoes. It seems like, yeah, I mean, Just Pwn, he dies for his team to escape. But they've bought themselves a little bit of time. But it's only a matter of time before the next double Ravage. E-Blade now on the Leshrak. He can also save other people other than himself. Just E-Blade the Drow so she can't attack either. Diffusal Blade picked up on the Pangoli. He's gone full glass cannon. I think this lineup is a little bit too squishy now. There's just so much damage coming out. I actually feel like this Lifestealer is fallen off completely. Like, Tide has way more net worth. This Leshrak is like miles ahead of him. Lifestealer and Ursa, they both capped out a while ago. Like, they still have room to grow, but like net worth wise, they haven't been farming as much as other heroes in their team. Double damage spotted by the lion. Alright, Drow, she's going for the big boy plays. Elle's going for a Divine Rapier. I like this a lot. You know, you just gotta go for it. I think, yeah, Multi-Shot does base damage bonus, but still, an extra 330 per shot is pretty good. I think Smoking the Jaguar, he really needs to get these stolen Ravagers. This is really the only way I can see them coming back into this game. But also T4, T5 items, they're coming up in 5 minutes. So anything's possible. An Apex on Drow, you know, a Fallen Sky on Ursa. I want to see it. Give me that Fallen Sky, dude. Even a Mirror Shield on Ursa would be so godlike. You put the Fallen Sky on Tango. Okay, well, it's a 24k gold swing. This chart jumped up crazy fast. Oh, and we have a pause. Ping. Bathroom. Well, Lesh is going for an Ags now. It's gonna be a while before he can like eat the Ags, because I don't think he wants to give up any of these slots. Lich is also loaded as fuck. He didn't have to go for an Ags. So I mean, he has a few options, right? He can go for like Lotus Orb. That'd be great for his team. Imagine reflecting the Winter's Curse. They really don't have any aura items, although most of them are it's probably too late in the game for that. Tide's also loaded. Lifesteal is going for a BKB. I like this a lot. A late game BKB on Lifestealer is game winning. Just having 28 seconds of magic immunity is insane. A rage into a BKB into another rage. Ooh, you're gonna be hard pressed to do anything against him. Whereas the side of Harambe the Four Boys, they seem broke. Oh, Drow. Does she have the rapier? Is this it? She's got the rapier. Oh. I think, in hindsight, I would have liked to see an Astro go for more utility items as an offlaner, unless, like, between Drow and Ursa, they had plenty of damage for the mid to late game. Lion also going for an E-Blade. Oh, Lich bought something? I thought he had, like, 6k gold before. Oh, I can purchase a courier. Let's see. Buyback status. What are we looking at? No buybacks on the Dire side. So I don't really see them in a situation where they can take the game anytime soon. They'd have to wipe them in their own base without losing too many heroes, and then they'd have to push and wipe them again. Whereas the game plan for high on Tangoes is just to double ravage and then wipe them. There's no buybacks this time to defend against it. So this is looking incredibly difficult. Even Gaben thinks it's like 100%, so we'll see how this Divine Rapier goes on Drow. 442 extra damage, so she's hitting for like 700 a hit. 1600 crits. This is PA level crits. Now, if only she had Ags, which she's going for next. Let's split the damage a little bit. Nice gush, but he doesn't have Ags, so it's not. It's like the bad gush, not the good gush. Infest into the Tide Hunter. We haven't really seen this all game long. Mostly been seeing Infest as an escape tool. Tide Hunter. Oh! Rubik! He stepped too far forward to D1. He gets fingered for his troubles. He has buyback though. The Winter's Curse does come out to buy some time. Ursa, he's trying to go mano a mano with the Last Strike, but he's just gonna use, and the Refresher ulti comes out. Ursa, he doesn't have buyback, but he does pop his Enrage. He's gonna be okay for a little bit, but his Enrage ran out. Hex, and he's gonna get taken down. He has buyback now. He managed to get enough for it then. Drow in a lot of trouble. The Divine Rapier hits the deck, and the Rapier is still on the ground. It's still on the ground. No one's going to pick it up, but Ursa is the only one left alive now. And this game, he's not even going to be able to get the Lion kill. Good game is called. What a fantastic comeback from Amazon Deep Divers. Oh, Amazon high on Tangoes. Ah, this is so confusing. But Raytheon had a pretty good showing here. I thought they had it in the bag for the most part. But this Ags refresher reveal, the refresher reveal on the Tide Hunter really changed the game. I think there was a few questionable choices, like the Paladin Sword on the Tide Hunter the whole time. I think that was a bit questionable. We could have put it on the Lifestealer for more damage. The Havoc Hammer is pretty good too, so that's fine. I think Smokey the Jaguar really needed to pop off there at the end. Like, just being able to steal Ravage once after the mid game. I know it's like a pretty big ask, but he definitely felt like he was out of position a lot. Like that last fight, he was just like de-warding and then he died. There's a couple fights where he just like ran in, and then a lot of times like he would use Spell Steal too early, like he wasn't patient enough, and then his Spell Steal was on cooldown when Ravage was used. Like he has the cast range between the Aether Lens, the talent, he had the Keen Optic early. He definitely has the cast range to be stealing the Ravage outside of cast Ravage range. But you know, it was a pretty close game. Very back and forth. But Amazon high on Tangoes able to clutch it out.